Hello everyone. Today I'm going to embroider a frog. I'm going to tell you a story of a frog. So let's begin the story. Once upon a time, in the country of Japan, there lived two frogs, one of whom made his home in the ditch near the town of Osaka on the sea coast, while the other dwelt in a clear little stream which ran through the city of Kyoto. At such a great distance apart, they had never even heard of each other. But funnily enough, the idea came into both their heads at once that they should like to see a little of the world. And the frog who lived at Kyoto wanted to visit Osaka. And the frog who lived at Osaka wished to go to Kyoto, where the great Mikado had his place. So, one fine morning in the spring, they both set out along the road that led from Kyoto to Osaka, one from end and the other from other. The journey was more tiring than they expected, for they did not know much about traveling. And halfway between two towns there arose a mountain which had to be climbed. It took them a long time and a great many hops to reach the top. But there they were at last. And what was the surprise of each to see another frog before him. They looked at each other for a moment without speaking and then fell into conversation, explaining the cause of their meeting so far from their homes. It was delightful to find that they both felt the same wish to learn a little more of their native country. And as there was no sort of hurry, they stretched themselves out in a cool, damp place and agreed that they would have a good rest before they part to go their ways. What a pity we are not bigger, said the Osaka frog, for then he could see both towns from here and tell if it is worth our while going on. Oh, that is easily managed, returned the Kyoto frog. We have only got to stand up on our hinge leg and hold on to each other, and then we can each look the town he is traveling to. This idea pleased the Osaka frog so much that he at once jumped up and put his front paw on the shoulder to his friend, who had risen also. There they both stood, stretching themselves as high as they could and holding each other tightly so that they might not fall down. The Kyoto frog turned his nose toward Osaka and the Osaka frog turned his nose toward Kyoto. But the foolish thing forget what when they stood up, their great eyes lay in the back of their head. And that though their noses might point to the places to which they want to go, their eyes beheld the places from which they had come. Dear me, cried the Osaka frog. Kyoto is exactly like Osaka. It is certainly not worth such a long journey. I shall go home. If I had had any idea that Osaka was only a copy of Kyoto, I should never have to travel all this way, exclaimed the frog from Kyoto. And as he spoke, he took his hand from his friend's shoulder and they both fell down on the grass. And then they took a polite farewell of each other and set off for home again. And and to the end of their lives, they believed that Osaka and Kyoto, which are as different look at as two towns can be, were as alike as two peas. And this story, two silly frogs are discontent with their hometowns of Osaka and Kyoto. They meet each other on the mountain and decide to help each other see their destination. Being silly little frogs, they mistakenly stood up so they can only see where they came from. The Osaka frog faced Kyoto, but he could only see Osaka. The Kyoto frog did the same. The silly frogs mistakenly believed the towns were exactly the same. First, it is easy to be mistaken about something. What is reality isn't always what we see or think we see. In Buddhism, there is a say about mistaking a rope for a snake. Next, it illustrates the difference between the two cities. Osaka has a long history of being a port for trade. It was also the capital city various times during the Asuka and Nara period of Japanese history. Being a major port city, Osaka was an important commercial center. Kyoto was the capital of Japan for more than 1,000 years. The city was founded as capital during 700s. I have to note that Tokyo was the capital of Japan during much of imperial history. Kyoto was the home of imperial family. In any case, this folktale points at how people are mistaken to think the economic center of Japan, Osaka, and the cultural center of Japan, Kyoto, are the same. Finally, the tale speaks about the grass is not always greener. Each frog sets off thinking their destination will be better than their hometowns. This mistaken idea leads the frog to be disappointed when they see their destination on the mountain. The story warns us about how expectation and our easily mistaken senses can lead us astray. I hope you all liked this video and also the story. Please do like, share and comment. The embroidery process is also about to finish. Thanks for watching this video.